Hey guys, welcome back here to Ray 5. Let's see, I got one in my lap here. She won't leave me alone. You know, I get messages all the time, Facebook or text messages or whatever, and everybody's asking about feeder pigs. You can see, you know, it's been hot, so we make sure we keep them in a good mud hole. We just got through filling it up for them. They're rolling around, feeling real good. But you know, the feeder pig thing, we get asked all the time about feeder pigs. We don't sell feeder pigs. We might next year sometime, but right now we just, you know, we need everything we can get on the ground just to kind of keep up with the website and the market. But as far as feeder pigs go, everybody wants to know what kind, what age, what size. And you know, the way I figure it is the earlier you can get it, the better off you'll be. That way you can put it on the feed you want and feed it the right amount and get the growth out of a pig that the pig can actually produce you versus, you know, not. As far as breed, I don't think there's really any one breed better than the other. You know, for most people buying a backyard pig, they want to fatten out and process. About any of the major breeds will work. You know, Tamworth's what we use. You know, it's not the greatest breed in the world to kind of throw in the backyard or in a small pen and try to get fattened up, because these things take us about 9 months, 10 months to get to processing weight, but they're a slower growing pig. But what you are looking for is, a lot of people will say, well, you know, this guy's got a, you know, 2.5 month, 3 month old pig and it weighs 40 pounds. Well, what you get into with that is you get into a stunted pig, because at 8 weeks old, I'll attach some videos of ours. You know, at 8 weeks, our pigs are weaning off at 50 plus pounds at 8 weeks. So if you're buying a 35-pound pig at, you know, 3 months old, you've got a stunted pig. These pigs here, laying in here, the oldest batch is 12, 13 months old, I guess. And they will be pushing the 100-pound mark. I mean, real close. The younger batch, 3.5 weeks, at least, somewhere around in there, younger than the other one. They're 65 plus 70, somewhere around in there easy. And these are Tamworths. So they're a little bit slower than some of the other ones. I've got a Hamp Gilt in here, and she'll outweigh all of them by probably 25 pounds, and she's roughly the same age. So what you get into when you go look at feeder pigs to buy, and if you're buying 8, 10-week-old feeder pigs, that pig needs to weigh 50 pounds minimum. It'd be better to have it up around that 65, 70-pound mark at 8 weeks old. That way you've got a pig that, you know, mama was fed right, produced enough milk, and that feeder pig has been on feed since about week 3. You know, that way you get the growth potential, because, I mean, you figure these pigs are supposed to be at butcher weight at 6 months, right? 6.5, 7 months. So if you're getting them at 3 months old and they're only weighing 35 pounds, there's no way you're going to put 210 pounds on them to 250 pounds in another 2 months, 2.5 months. I mean, or even 3 months, you know. So what you got to look at is, you know, when you buy a 3-month-old pig, it ought to be pushing 100-pound mark. That way you've got 3 more months, 3.5 months to put another 150 pounds on it. So that's the deal with the feeder pigs. I mean, I get asked all the time about them. And I want y'all to, you know, I'm not selling them. I don't, you know, not saying y'all come buy mine because mine's better than everybody else's. I'm not saying that, because we don't have any to sell. But what I am saying is, when you go look for a feeder pig to buy, don't go buy a 3-month-old feeder pig that weighs 40 pounds or even 50 pounds. Because if you do, you're buying a pig that's already stunted. One, you know you're going to have to worm it as soon as you get home, then worm it again 21 days later. Because a pig at that age, at that small, is either wormy as all get out or just ain't had enough feed. Either way, that's a bad situation. You don't want to bring that to your, you know, to your backyard. So just pay attention to where you get your pigs from. Ask what kind of feed they feed, and look at the age of the pig versus the weight of the pig. I mean, if you can get them at 8 weeks old, our pigs, even our Tamworths, I can get them, I wean at 8 weeks. And at 8 weeks, I can wean off dang close to a 60-pound pig. But our sows get 15 pounds of food a day, every day while they're nursing. And the pigs get all they can eat from the time they're 3 weeks old to the time they wean off. So very healthy, very fat pigs, which is what pigs are supposed to be. Just a little quick info. You know, everyone's been asking about feeder pigs, how much they cost, how big should they be. Well, that's a little info. Feeder pigs, a good feeder pig's gonna run you 100, 125 bucks. But at 3 months old, if you get it at 3 months old, you've only got 3 months to put into it if it's a good, healthy 3-month-old pig pushing that 100-pound mark. So just be careful what you buy. You know, a lot of people get a bad go with feeder pigs because they'll go buy one not really knowing what the weight should be, how old they are, and then they get one that's stunted or wormy, and they feed it for 8 months after they get it, and it's still not, you know, processing weight. So it comes down to buying good, healthy stock that is, one, not wormy, and two, has been fed right and the sow's been fed right to where you get a pig that is the perfect weight for its age, and the growth rate will be there to get you processed off where you need to be at 6 to 7 months. So, and there they are. You can see they're absolutely loving the mud hole. So that's a little quick rundown on the feeder pig situation, because everybody, you know, these are things a lot of people aren't taught and aren't told. And you can see, here's my hamp right here. She's back, and she's 130 pounds probably all day long. Okay, that's it, guys. We got them over here in their training pen. You can kind of see the ground's a little bare in here, but you know, the training pen here, we've got electric fence in here with these young pigs, you know, in front of a net fence. We're training them, one, to the hot fence, and two, we're training them to us, you know, getting them good and tamed to where they'll follow you around anywhere. And the way we do that is, you know, we move pigs regular, so it's hard to move a wild pig. So we put them in here for 3-4 weeks, get them tamed, you know, get them used to, hey, here he comes and he's got food, and hey, here he comes, he's got an animal cracker, he's going to rub me on my ear, you know, type thing. Tame them down to where we can move them, you know, every 14 to 18 days, somewhere around in there. So, all right, y'all. Next video will be coming soon. I know it's been a little time since I did this one, but it's been hot, and we've been fighting the heat and the drought. So we'll talk at you next time.